be giving away a pair of Yankees tickets, so listen for your next chance next hour.
Right now at Mavis Discount Tire, buy 3 name-brand tires and get the 4th tire free. Or get $70 back on a set of Michelin tires. Restrictions apply. Need tires? Save money at Mavis Discount Tire.
America's Discount Tire Store.
CBS 880.
It keeps me up to date with what I need to know, especially since I'm out on the road all day.
Because it matters where you get your news. WCBS News Time 2:55. Time for the business news. Ray Hoffman is here from the Wall Street Journal.
And Wayne, with the Dow down now 50 points. Just yesterday it seemed as if maybe Facebook had found a bottom after losing a little more than half its value from where it came public back in May. But then came the news that Facebook's first investor, Peter Thiel, has sold most of his remaining stake in the company, 20 million shares, and that's gotten the selling going again today, with Facebook taking a 4% hit back to about 19.25 a share. Now, no one should be all that surprised that Thiel has done most of his stake, because that's what venture capital investors tend to do when a company goes public. After all, Thiel has made more than $1 billion from the $500,000 investment that he made in Facebook 8 years ago. He has investors to consider as well. Problem is, Thiel's on the board of directors, and a lot of people figure if one of the board members doesn't have enough confidence to hold on to his shares, then why should they hold on to theirs? There's some selling pressure in the market in general, too. Early on, we had the Dow and the S&P hitting new 4-year highs, but not now. The Dow's down 50 points, 13,221. S&P down 3, NASDAQ down 7. And one of the reasons why the market is down has to do with a very bearish call from the analyst at Nomura Securities. He's forecasting a 20 to 25% sell-off in the market between now and November. This is an analyst who's been a bear for several months now. 10-year Treasury is steady at 181. Gold's up $17, $16.42 an ounce. Business at 25 and 55. Ray Hoffman with the Wall Street Journal on WCBS News Radio at 8.
WCBS News Time 2:57.
You see it here ad after ad about owning gold, but they raise more questions than they answer. That's why American Bullion has created a comprehensive free gold guide packed with unbiased information about gold and investment. Get the facts before you buy. Call American Bullion now for your free copy of the gold guide at 800-716-6878. That's 800-716-6878. Are you tired of stressing out about the economy and ready to take control of your retirement funds? American Bullion has a precise, tax-free, and hassle-free system to convert your existing IRA or former 401k into a gold IRA. That's why they're the leader in gold IRA rollovers. It's all spelled out in the free American Bullion Gold Guide that answers all of your questions in plain and simple English. Call for your free copy today at 800-716-6878. 800-716-6878. American Bullion. 800-716-6878.
WCBS News Time 2:58. We bring you traffic and weather together every 10 minutes on the 8th. He's at your Chris Magetta.
All right, Wayne, the ongoing police activity in Manhattan. CBS reporter Marla Diamond will have another report coming up for the situation. We have sidewalk damage, street damage at 2nd Avenue and 72nd Street, where they're putting in the new subway line. So 72nd Street is closed between 3rd Avenue, 1st Avenue, both directions. 2nd Avenue itself, very heavy coming downtown, but you do have some lanes open. Now, also in Manhattan, we have troubles on the east side. On the FDR Drive, a southbound crash at the Brooklyn Bridge. It's actually on the ramp to that Brooklyn-bound Brooklyn Bridge. And also northbound Harlem River Drive as you approach the area of 155th Street. Between that point and the George Washington Bridge, there's an accident there in the left-hand lane. You should be okay using the Hudson River crossings into and out of the city. In New Jersey, there has been some road work on Route 80 in Patterson heading westbound between exits 58 and 57, so that should slow you down a little bit. And also in Westport, Connecticut, southbound 95 after exit 17, accident on the shoulder. And now here's the latest from the CBS Weather Center.
Expect partly to mostly sunny skies today with highs in the low 80s. Tonight, partly cloudy with overnight temps from the low 50s to the mid-60s in the city. And for Wednesday, we're partly to mostly sunny with highs in the low 80s. I'm Elise Finch in the WCBS Weather Center.
We've just hit the 80-degree mark at Central Park. It's a little bit of a breeze west at 5 miles an hour. The humidity very comfortable and dry at 36% as the sun emerges.
News, traffic, and weather on air, online. We are News Radio, WCBS New York.
Good afternoon, Tuesday, August 21st. I'm Alex Silverman.
And I'm Wayne Cabot. Good to have you along. The latest from the WCBS Newsroom.
Cloud of dust rises, debris flies, windows busted because too much explosive was used in blasting for the 2nd Avenue subway.
President Obama comes to town tomorrow for a fundraiser with gridlock expected.
Democrats tell Westport, Connecticut it will not get cash to cover overtime during an Obama fundraiser.
NYU is making changes at its library atrium, hoping to prevent any more suicides there.
Long Island school custodians accused of having child porn on them.
Congressman Todd Aiken, under fire for comments about rape, repeats that he will stay in the U.S. Senate race in Missouri.
Sports, Yanks play the White Sox in Chicago. Pregame 7:30 right here.
Mets take on the Rockies at Citi Field.
CBS News, I'm Harley Carnes. Missouri Republican Congressman and Senate candidate Todd Aiken says he will weather the storm and stay in the race.
I believe that this is the right thing for me to do, and that I will be able to add to the message that's being neglected in some circles by the Republican Party.
Aiken says abortion is wrong, including in cases of rape, and suggested that a woman's body can reject a pregnancy from rape, and said he should not have used the term legitimate. Efforts by the GOP to pressure him out of the race, even telling him his party campaign funding would be cut off, haven't worked.
It's interesting to note that while the Republican Party is trying to push him out now, the fact that he's staying in suggests that he may have concluded that ultimately, while the party is saying now they want him out, they may come back and rally behind him later on.
CBS News senior political reporter Brian Montopoli. The campaign trail, Columbus, Ohio, telling supporters at Capital University why he needs 4 more years.
Their vision is wrong for moving America forward. It's not a vision you've got to accept. That's why November is important, and that's why I'm running for a second term as president.
The Romney campaign says the Obama administration's already failed young Americans by saddling them with a debt-ridden future.
President Obama treated Medicare like a piggy bank to fund Obamacare, and his campaign calls that an achievement. You think that's an achievement?
Republican Vice Presidential candidate Paul Ryan in Carnegie, Pennsylvania. Homes have burned in Northern California as wildfire threatens to consume 3 small towns. Jim Angel was in Manton, and he got word to get out real quick.
My bike and my clothes and a backpack. That was it.
All he had time to take with him. Fire spokeswoman Linda Galvin.
The fire is burning in a mix of grass, brush, and heavy timber. The terrain is very steep and very rugged. So you put the local winds on that, and that continues to move the fire along.
Winds have shifted a bit today and helped somewhat. The number of tornadoes is down this year, down a lot, to the fewest in nearly 60 years. Because it's so dry, there are fewer thunderstorms big enough to produce twisters. AccuWeather meteorologist Dan DePadwick.
Ever since the middle of April, really, as the storm track has moved to the north, we've seen fewer severe thunderstorms and fewer tornadoes across the country. And ever since April, we're well below normal.
Tornadoes typically spawn from frontal lines of big, wet thunderstorms with dramatically strong high-level winds that can roll, hook, and curve down to the ground. Most of Charlotte, North Carolina's homeless population live on the streets on most nights. While there are places the homeless can and cannot go during next month's Democratic National Convention, the city and the county have told the Charlotte Observer they won't be chasing them off the streets. On Wall Street, the Dow down about 52 points. The NASDAQ is off 8. Oil prices have been $96.68 a barrel today. This is CBS News.
It's summer, and while the temperatures may be way up, mortgage rates are way down. In fact, an 8-year mortgage loan is just 2.75%, APR 3.47%. Jay Farner here, folks, and I've got more amazing news for you. We found that a traditional 30-year fixed-rate mortgage isn't right for everyone. Sound like you? Then you're going to love the Quicken Loans exclusive Yorgage, a fixed-rate home loan that allows you to select a term that works best for you. Anywhere from 8 to 29 years. Your mortgage on your terms. That's the Quicken Loans Yorgage. The name sounds funny, but it's going to save you money. Call 800-QUICKEN or go to QuickenLoans.com right now. Not tomorrow, not 2 hours from now, but right now. And find out if our Yorgage is right for you. Our entire team of mortgage experts is waiting to help you. So call 800-QUICKEN or go to QuickenLoans.com and see why we're engineered to amaze.
Other restrictions may apply. Call us for cost information. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states. NMLS number 3030.
Live from Studio 11A at the CBS Hudson Square Broadcast Center, we are News Radio. WCBS HD and WCBS FM HD3, New York.
80 degrees, mostly sunny in New York. Low humidity, 36%. Could be partly cloudy tonight. Good sleeping weather. 60 in the suburbs, 66 in the city. WCBS News Time 3:04.
Let's go live right now now to the MTA. Let's talk to spokesman Adam Lisberg about this explosion at the 2nd Avenue subway line at 72nd Street. First of all, is everything under control?
Yes, everything is under control. Fortunately, nobody was injured. That's the most important part. Nobody was injured below ground. Nobody was injured above ground. The structural damage, I'll defer to the New York City Department of Buildings, which is doing a complete assessment, but so far we're unaware of any serious structural damage or any disruption to utility service. I'm not trying to minimize how this felt to the people who live here, but obviously what happened is unacceptable to us, and we want to get to the bottom of it.
Adam, what do you know about what exactly happened? We heard reports about too much explosive maybe being used.
Yeah, that report has been floating around. It's false. We don't know exactly what went wrong. As part of our 2nd Avenue subway construction, we do regular controlled blasting underground that should barely be felt at street level. This is a routine event. And just to be safe, whenever we do that, we stop all the cars and we stop all the pedestrians nearby, so if, God forbid, something goes awry, nobody gets hurt. That's what happened here. Something went awry, but fortunately, nobody got hurt.
Is this the first time something like this has gone awry? We heard from reporter Marla Diamond, people have been saying that something like this happened a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, there's a report that a couple of weeks ago, something similar but to a much smaller extent happened, and I don't know the cause of that, but obviously the full details of that will be part of the investigation that we're doing. It's also important to note that we will not be doing any more work here at 72nd Street until not only we understand